Hello everyone. The topic of this video is ecological sensitivity in the selected poems of Songs of Soul and Soil. Myself Dipanjali Karbhari Bodse, Assistant Professor working at SPH Mahila Mahavidyalaya Malegaon camp. Ecology is the scientific study of physical environment and human and non-human relationship. S.R. Patil is one of the great nature poets. Now he is working as a principal at Mazdi College. Most of his poems reveal his concern for nature, environment awareness and picturesque scenery of the landscape. In this video, the focus is on S.R. Patil's ecological sensitivity in his selected poems and describe his cautious views about man and nature. Ecological sensitivity is very important to prevent the natural disasters and for the human survival. It focuses on the representation of physical environment and human and non-human relationship. Whatever happens, nature ultimately it affects human life. So it is our responsibility to act wisely for the sustenance and preservation of nature. Ecological sensitivity is found in some of the poems of S.R. Patil. The volume Songs of Soul and Soil is one of the best volumes of poetry, having nature as a setting in most of its poems. The volume Songs of Soul and Soil includes variety of subjects like nature, birds, animals, ecology, agricultural, economics, history, myth, education, love, sex, human psyche, etc. His poems are written in a meter and full of witty, satirical, humorous, ironical and mocking tone. The poems are written in an argumentative style which reflects the poet's intellectual and linguistic competence. S.R. Patil has written all types of poems to reflect the human life perfectly. Songs of Soul and Soil is the first collection of poetry written by S.R. Patil. He is influenced by regional and Marathi poems for writing this poetic volume. Before going to study the poems, it is essential to know what is eco-criticism. Eco-critical theory investigates the relationship between human activities and the natural world. According to Cheryl Glotfelty, eco-criticism is the study of relationship between literature and the physical environment. Just as feminist criticism examines language and literature from a gender-conscious perspective, and Marxist criticism brings an awareness of modes of production and economic class to its reading of text, eco-criticism takes an earth-centered approach to literary studies. It stresses sensual and spiritual experience with the outer world. S.R. Patil's poetry is an emotional communication with the outer world. He picks up his poems from nature. The first selected poem here is Dhandai Hills. It is an autobiographical poem. The place mentioned in the poem is the working place of the poet. Dhandai is the name of the goddess as well as the village. It is nestled in the Dhandai Hills. It is a nature's company. Everyone feels a divine touch. Students are getting knowledge in a pleasant atmosphere. Trees and birds are looking the sight happily. Herbal medicinal plants on the hill are helpful for the villagers. The poem depicts the unity and interdependence of human beings and nature. It is a good example of interconnectedness of human beings and nature. The lines, the teachers teach, the students learn, calm and quiet. The flowers and birds also accompany a pleasant sight. The poet is finding consolation in nature, as if he wants an escape from the socio-political realities of the world. Like William Wordsworth, the poet feels comfort and satisfaction in nature's company. The poem provides a lesson to the modern man who lives in a world of harsh realities and technology that nature has the ability to soothe and give comfort to modern man. The next selected poem is Environment. In this poem, the poet has presented the concern for the degradation of the environment. In the very first line, the poet says, All are anxious about the changing environment. Eager efforts are being made by the government. The poet explains the consequences due to loss of environment like increase in ocean level, changing directions of the winds, increase in temperature, etc. Then the poet resolves that no one can change these fatal incidences except the God. He insisted, as mentioned in the Indian philosophy, to worship the five elements air, water, fire, sky, and earth